This video is brought to you by Yamalube engine oils, lubricants, and care products. No matter what motorsports vehicle you have, Yamalube is behind every reliable engine, so trust Yamalube for incredible performance every time. Look for the full line of Yamalube care and maintenance products at your nearest Yamaha dealer. Yes, welcome to the best post-race show ever, or the best post-race show we're capable of doing in 2020. The people have spoken. They voted on YouTube after last time's wrap-up show, and they actually wanted Mathis, JT.
That's okay.
They wanted Mathis.
I'm good with that.
But Mathis is lazy, as we know, and he did not want to participate, so we'll take what we can get. JT, never settle for mediocrity, but I'll take it.
Well, if it's going to please me very much to fill in for Mathis, I'm going to do a much better job.
Yeah.
People are going to hammer him on social media, hopefully, and say
Yes.
he's too lazy. After he tried to get out of tweeting today, so he's really not putting a great effort today.
No, not at all. And the doubleheader, I understand it's fatiguing, so I'm going to move to that as we cover our racing in our post-race show brought to you by Yamaha. Everybody today, I must have talked to 30 riders, JT, that said, recovery is nothing, I feel fine. We often ride 24 hours after a race. I'm great, I'm good. And then after the motos, yeah, I don't think they feel that way.
Yeah, it's really tough because I think that's true. I think you do feel fine until you put your body under a big workload like today. And then the last 15 minutes of that second moto, you realize that you're much more tired than you gave yourself credit for.
Right. So that leads to crazy results today. I can barely even keep track. First of all, let's start in the 250 class. RJ Hampshire is Mr. Determination, bro. Like, you can just see how badly he wants it this year, and it paid off today.
Yeah, and it almost doesn't seem like you have to go win every moto to win in this class right now. There's so much chaos in both classes. It's almost like being there every time. If you can circulate around the podium in each moto, at the end of that second moto, you just, miraculously find yourself standing at the top, and that was kind of the case for RJ today. You
got to be proud of RJ, man. It's a grinder effort to get back from injury. And I feel like, it's not like he's a guy that's going to wake up and be 2 seconds a lap faster. He earns everything he has out on the track.
Well, and he took such a gamble by getting knee surgery in the middle of a season.
Yeah.
This could have gone much worse. If we had started racing the outdoor championship a month or 2 months earlier, he wouldn't have been racing. So this is kind of a dream scenario for him. I don't really know that the championship's going to work out. J-Mart looks pretty strong for that, but to be out there winning races in the same season that you had full knee surgery, that's really saying something.
All right, here's RJ on the podium after his first win since late 2018.
I wasn't sure till I kind of seen Zacho over there, and he was like, yeah, you did it. I didn't know how far back Shane was, but man, that was special. I was trying to hang on to that second place right there at the end, but Dylan was coming fast, and it was either I go outside, he goes inside, or I go inside and hopefully can get enough drive out, and he just got me. But man, this is special. Huge thanks to my whole Rockstar Energy, Husqvarna Factory Racing, Bobby and Scuba and all of them for believing in me, taking me in, and man, this is special. Gonna celebrate with my family tonight. Thanks to Fly, Aero, Keen's Buildings. Man, everyone makes this possible. It's been a lot of ups and downs, but stoked to be here and stoked to be on top.
Okay, so that's Hampshire. The podium was all sorts of mixed up today. I can barely even keep track, but we can certainly focus on the title guys. First of all, first moto. Look, I do not believe that Ferrandis does this stuff on purpose, but this stuff happens to Dylan Ferrandis. He bumps into J-Mart, they both go down, and I'm sure Jeremy, he was pretty clear he's not happy about it.
Yeah, in my opinion, it was a racing incident. I don't believe that Ferrandis really was trying to knock anybody down.
Right.
He got in there a little hot. J-Mart tried to squeeze him a little bit, and yeah, bad things happen when you get that close together.
Yeah.
Ferrandis kind of lost the front. But if you're J-Mart, I would be angry just the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I don't care why you try to do it. And you could even see it even on the parade lap. They're really going at each other. And hey, I'm here for the drama.
Wait, are you serious? Parade lap?
Oh yeah. Oh
really?
Yeah. There was
Chippy.
Big parade lap drama. Yeah. So it's something to watch. I'm here for the entertainment. I don't really have a vested interest on either side.
Yeah.
So I'm just with the popcorn in the background. Just, rubbing my hands together.
So they ended up almost equal in points after both having subpar days. Good recovery for J-Mart to win Moto 2. But Ferrandis was dealing, I think his shoulder was pretty banged up. He wasn't really letting on after the crash on Friday. So here's both of their takes on the weekend from the podium this afternoon.
Right now it's a 100% championship. Get the maximum points as possible. Try to close the gap with Jeremy. Obviously, this incident in Moto 1 was unfortunate. I can't explain what happened. We both won this championship, and I expect to have a better line on the inside. He was hard on the braking, and we came together. So it's really unfortunate, but. Yeah, another difficult day today. some pain again in my shoulder, but yeah, I deal with that, and it's more right now mentally. I kind of struggle, not really knowing on the gate what can I give. You know, it's we had only 2 days to recover. I wasn't sure about what I could expect today, and yeah, I don't know. I think on the gate just not really in at the present moment, and yeah, missed my 2 starts, and I had to come back from behind. So I'm used to it now. I do that every weekend, so I deal with that. But yeah, definitely give everything I had at this tomorrow to just try to save this championship, because we cannot give up. We have to put this Star Racing Yamaha Monster Energy bike on the top, because the team deserve it, all the sponsors deserve it, and yeah, we'll fight till the end. But yeah, this 2 RedBud was a little bit bad for me, and I hope to recover for the next round and rebound with some win.
Number one, the first thing I did was just go and take that. I tried a new shock in practice, second session, and then in the first moto, and it just wasn't working. So we went back to what I won on Friday, and I'm not going to deny it. I was pretty pissed off. You know, I know Dylan and I are in this championship. I got a ton of respect for the guy, and I knew it was going to come. I knew he was going to start to get aggressive, and I honestly I just didn't expect it going down the straightaway like that. But it's racing, and he wants it, I want it. So I guess it's just game on for the rest of the year, and I just can't thank the man up above, the whole Geico Honda team, my practice bike mechanic, Kyle, Derek Dwyer, he's been busting his butt, and Ziggy and Bevo at 100%, and you know, we had a terrible first moto today, but you know, I'm in this thing, and you're not going to be able to break me. You know, I'll go to the ends of the earth, go pretty deep. You know, I remember laying in that hospital bed and what that felt like. So I'm willing to suffer, and may the best man win. And we're going to enjoy this break and go into Millville.
Okay, so that's our 250 class. I think it's a 9-point lead for J-Mart. 4 races to go. It is J-Mart's home track coming up, but that hasn't proven to be an automatic race win for him through the years.
No, and you got to look at it as if you have the choice of racing at your home track next, of course you'll take it.
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't make the schedule. We don't even know where we're going to end up racing in this 2020 year.
Nope.
So all you can do is take things as they come to you.
Yeah.
And for him, he's looking at it, okay, my biggest rival, he's banged up.
Yep.
We seem pretty equal. He's not having the best time over the last few weeks, and I have my home track coming. So if you look at it in that prism, I think all things are looking pretty good for him.
Okay, we'll go to the 450 class. Again, I can barely keep up with that. We got like 8 guys that can win, and now we've proven it out of nowhere, as he always does. Where did that come from with Blake Baggett? Just dominating second moto, passing Osborne and leading him.
Well, we talked about it on one of the 17 podcasts that we do, that this ride was coming. Just like High Point 2019, out of nowhere. Blake's kind of middle packing, top 5, top 10, and then all of a sudden turns it on and goes and wins the moto. So there is no rhyme or reason to this. I don't think that they could tell you that this was coming, or, oh yeah, we've been building towards this. It just seems like it happens, and yeah, it's good to be Blake Baggett today, but I don't know that they can replicate that. He may not win another moto for a year. We just don't know when this stuff's gonna come.
Yep, and you could tell with Baggett, it wasn't elation, it was more relief to finally be back up there, as you'll see from his podium interview. He ends up second overall today with 6-1 scores.
I don't know, you know, it seems like the days that you try so hard, you're in the back of the pack and you're lucky to get a top 10. So it was just coming to me, and I'm gonna take it for sure. It feels good to get a moto win, and I've been around for a long time, so I'm getting older, and I'll take everyone I can get towards the end for sure. So I got to give it up just to the team, and things were just connecting. So give it up to the Rocky Mountain ATVMC, WPS Fly Racing, KTM, you know, 100% goggles, Alpine Star boots, SoCal Super Trucks, my whole family, Breaker. It just feels good to, you know, I was starting to doubt myself a little bit. I haven't been up front in a long time, and I have speed and, you know, and qualified good, but wasn't able to put it together. So I had a little devil on my shoulder that was just doubting me all the way. And then once I got there, things were just happening, and they started to happen slower and slower. And I knew once that feeling came about, as soon as things start happening slow, you start going fast. And I was like, all right, maybe we can get this done and get back up there. So it feels good to get a moto win, and whatever I finished in the overall, and just glad to be up here and going to take this one, and we'll keep racing.
Okay, so Baggett exercises some of those demons over the shoulder, as he said, and the overall today. Now, this is not relief, this is elation. I feel bad that we didn't have a crowd at RedBud. Now, I know that that's kind of synonymous with this event. I do TV, I don't really hear the crowd, but poor Adam CIANCIARULO, those fans would have been going nuts.
Yeah, and you kind of have just learned to deal with 2020, right?
Yeah.
Or you never know what's going to come this year. So I was over by the Kawasaki Monster Energy Kawasaki truck after the race, and there was this weird vibe because things are tanking for Eli Tomac. He's having a really rough go as of late, and then you have all of this excitement for Adam Cianciarulo, and you felt like the team didn't know whether to celebrate or to be somber, and you didn't want to be raining on someone else's parade or vice versa, and it was just a weird deal over there, and they're parked right across from Rocky Mountain KTM, so I didn't know whether to go high-five people or if somebody was going to knock me down because they were on Team Tomac, right? It was just a very strange deal over there.
But great for Adam. Look, we all know the ups and downs he's had. A lot of crashes this year trying to get it right in the 450, so this is big to him to finally lock it down, even though it's still included a crash.
Yeah, and you always wonder if you break the seal in that first one. Is it a cavalcade of wins after that? And I don't know that that's going to happen. The class is so competitive. But I think he proved more to himself that he can kind of overcome those demons. He can overcome the crashes and still prevail against the best guys we have to offer. So I think next time he gets out front, it's going to be a little easier. Maybe he doesn't make that mistake because he's going to be a little bit more calm.
Let's talk to Adam Cianciarulo. He's got one part of his game dialed in. You know it, the podium interviews. Here he is.
Man, it's hard to put into words for me. I mean, obviously the second moto, I felt a lot more comfortable out front after leading, wire to wire in the first moto, and unfortunately just kind of had a little mishap there with the lapper. To be honest, I wanted to go 1-1. That was what was keeping like the whole first win, monkey off my back thing kind of out of my mind. I just was focused on trying to go 1-1, and that didn't happen. But I was happy I was able to get up, regroup, and I felt great in the end. Still, even just racing a couple days ago, been really grinding, putting in a lot of time, and I couldn't be more proud of my whole team, my trainer Nick Way, my mom, my dad, my sister, my whole family's behind me always. Man, I'm so happy I'm able to repay such a great team with a win, and for myself, I'm really proud. And obviously you're always going through ups and downs in this sport, and just a few weeks ago I got back to the rig after the first Loretta's, and throwing my helmet, I'm mad, I'm wondering what the heck's going on, and here we are 3 weeks later. We just keep grinding, keep at it, and now we're on top of the world, and I love the sport.
All right, we have kicked JT out of here because JT is like a 70-year-old and he goes to bed at 8 o'clock and he wakes up at 4 o'clock. I'm not even exaggerating. He does wake up at 4:30 in the morning for these races. He's exhausted at 5:45. So we've actually upgraded. This is your Olympic gold medalist in BMX, Connor Fields, but you were not here to be Connor Fields.
No.
You were here to be a crew member with Honda.
No, I was here to scout my fantasy team.
Yeah, more importantly. Yes, there were two coaches over there in the Honda truck. You, who are your friends with Krista Craig?
Yep.
And who was the other guy with Chase Sexton? James. Bubba, yes.
Yeah.
So you and James Stewart got to hang out.
Yeah, no, it was cool. I had to pinch myself a little bit, right? Like I was like, oh yeah, it's just Christian and Chase, whatever. Right? Stu.
Yeah, Stu. Yeah, exactly. But a good day for you on the fantasy side.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yes.
I was sitting in the trailer, and as we mentioned, I was hanging out with Stu.
All right, you just want to get that in?
And I was going through my picks, and I actually had Christian and Chase, and we were chatting about 250, and they asked for their handicap. I wouldn't tell them their handicaps. They didn't need to know their 450 stuff. But no, I was picking the 250 stuff in there, and I've never done that well. Like I've always been very mediocre at fantasy.
Yeah,
but
same.
I second overall in the championship and first in the industry idiots, which I believe you're in.
Yeah, I'm only 11th. And you're second. Yeah. So what did you win today?
I got $150 or a couple $100 something from this industry league. I know you like that.
That's partially my money.
I'm just reimbursing for the lunch I bought you last week.
Okay.
It's just karma coming back for buying you lunch.
I'm never going to hang out with you again because I don't like the way this is going.
And I believe I won a set of Michelin Starcross 5s.
Oh, congratulations. Can you put them on your BMX bike?
It's going to be a conflict with my tire sponsor,
okay.
I'm not sure. So if anybody wants to buy some Michelin Starcross 5s, I'm your guy.
He's got to offset the lunch that he bought me earlier in the week. Look, man, the crazy thing you were saying, you're not a riding coach or a trainer for Christian. It's more on the mental side because, as you say, as an Olympian, your entire career comes down to like 30 seconds every 4 years. And that is, I told Langston that, by the way, and his eyes lit up like, hey, GL, imagine if you had one motocross race every 4 years that decided your career and like the reality set in. This has been a crazy year for everybody.
Yeah.
The ups and downs, these riders, we're seeing more consistency than ever. Now we have a weekend off. How do these guys stay in it when the year is dragging on longer? Some of them are probably disappointed. How do they stay in it?
Sounds really cheesy and really basic, but one day at a time.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Okay.
Put one foot in front of the other, go one day at a time. We don't know if all the races are going to happen.
Yep.
We don't know what the future holds.
Yeah.
Who knows what happens in January?
Yeah, yeah.
You just got to live in the now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then like that's life, right? We like, you know what I mean?
It
like
should be.
right. It's
Yes.
hard because everybody's thinking in the future and
Right.
all that, but right now all they can focus on is recovering, and then the next day it's how can you get better, and we'll get more prepared for Millville, and just one day at a time, one moto at a time, one lap at a time. You know what I mean? It's
Well,
like
yeah, I
that.
know what you mean, because coming into the season, it's like Tomac's won 3 of these in a row, and now he's got the Supercross thing. He's going to be unbeatable, and FERRANDIS is so fast, he's going to be unbeatable. But if you start thinking big picture like that, that's not the way it actually turns out.
No.
You just do your laps.
It almost never goes according to plan.
Yes.
You know, so
Yeah.
that's how it is. Mike
Yeah.
Tyson has a great quote. It's like everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Right.
You know, so
Yep.
that's just how it goes.
And this year you got to roll with it
Absolutely.
more than ever. So you get to hang out with Stu today. You have a good time.
Yeah, me and Stu, bros, hanging out.
Honda's got 2 guys helping their
Two
riders.
guys, yeah. It's me and Stu. It's great.
Man, we're gonna get you back for more of these after that.
Hey, if you need any inside info, we hang out now, so just let me know.
Oh, you and Stu are tight.
Yeah.
Do you exchange numbers?
No. I didn't do
Okay,
that.
all right. Let's not get
I didn't
ahead of
go that
yourself
far.
there,
I didn't
big
go
boy.
that far.
Okay, that's Connor Fields, our Olympic gold medalist at BMX. Jason Thomas is already halfway to his hotel and ready to set his alarm to wake up in the morning. That's our show. Thanks to Yamaha. See you at the races again. You have a good
I think
time.
we'll come to Paula.
Yeah.
See you guys there.
All right. Maybe we'll get you back on the show.
Awesome.
Thanks, everybody. We'll be back at Millville.